40 seconds left in the regular season finale for the Midnight Racing League Super Speedway Series. And it'll all end here in the final 50 laps to determine which drivers are going to join Martin Pearson, Corey Wright, Trevor Asronoff, Bryce Hinton, and Landon Velicky. 5 drivers have known for a while now their fate, that they will be competing for a championship starting next week. For Justin Millicar, Dylan Conley, Taylor Markell, Trevor Harmon, Timothy Cook, Mitchell Redon, they know that tonight they have to survive and get enough points. Turning development in this, Gordon Glidewell, a 1-week suspension for an incident last week involving an issue known as ARCA brakes. He is out. So there is one spot open, guaranteed, but however, not everybody is safe. As a matter of fact, as qualifying is about to begin, we'll try to keep track of all drivers, where they qualify at, and all this good jazz. But we're going to go through the points real quick. Justin Millicar on your screen right now enters tonight. 41 points to the good. Virtually finished the race the way I see it with a top 15. Millicar should be in. Decon kind of in a similar boat for Dylan Conley. Maybe needs a slightly better finish. He will enter tonight. 36 points to the good. There on down gets a little dicey. Tyler Markell, 17 points to the good, entering tonight. Same for Trevor Harmon, 15 points. 2-point difference. Really, 8th through 11th. They all need good runs tonight. All need great runs, even tonight. But with Gordon Glidewell out of it, you can move Kevin Allen up into that 12th spot, technically. But then it's only a 1-point separated difference between him and Kevin Winker. 10 points between him and Juan Cobbs Jr. 17 points between him and Frank Chavez. So really, nobody's safe. Nobody's really safe points-wise. Justin Millicar and Dylan Conley can be the only two that can kind of breathe tonight. Long as crap don't hit the fan early, so to speak. Well, Justin Millicar will get us started. Of course, it will not be a fast lap, being that Millicar pretty much does a throwaway lap on his first. So right now, the time to beat a 55.293 for Justin Millicar. Robbie Adam just across the line of 426, kind of the same boat. Tyler Markle, of course, one of the playoff drivers, hopefuls, hoping for a good run tonight. That's what you need. You're going to need that. Right now, we'll enter 8th in the points, 4-0-42 machine. Millicar's lap at 54.008 or 54.808. My mistake. It's Kevin Allen. Right now, the provincial gatekeeper at the moment. Right now, Tyler Markle's lap, the 55.389 for the first one. Good enough for third. Trevor Harmon start his first lap. Couple other drivers rolling out onto the racetrack now. Aaron Stanton, one of them. Mitchell Reardon, another playoff hopeful tonight. With 5.5 minutes remaining. Not quite a big field either. So points will be scarce. Frank Chavez will cut back into him as he ends his 2-lap run of 54.866. Good enough for third for Chavez. Same for Talent Markel, however. Not an improvement. Trevor Harmon at the line, his first lap, a 9:21 for Harmon. Kevin Winker taking it slow and easy around. He'll just pretty much burn this one. Winker will technically walk into the night 1 point out. Can't get Kevin Allen in here. Just be sure he's done with his first 2 laps. He is. Kevin Allen, Gary Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yep, I got you.
Well, due to Gordon Glidewell's suspension, we can pull everybody up 1 spot. You'll walk in tonight, the 12th driver for tonight. 1 point to the good over Kevin Winker. What's the plan to try to just survive tonight, or does every point you feel like going to matter?
I would say both. I would gonna try and stay up front as much as I can, but once I use my fast repair, I'm probably gonna just hang back and survive, and then just charge up when it counts, and hopefully it all ends better than last week.
Well, buddy, best of luck to you tonight. I'll let you go ahead and get ready for the race, but real quick, in case we don't talk to you at the end of this thing, is there anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
I just thank the admins and everyone for putting this on, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Kevin Allen right now, second quickest on the charts. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep. Corey Wright, 8th quickest as you look at Mitchell Reardon now. Of course, Corey Wright knows that he will be going to the playoffs. Winner at Daytona. 2 times out of the 3 times we've been to Daytona. At the line, Mitchell, where's he stand all this? Is it improvement from the second lap? From the first lap, it is. But not enough to improve his position. Well, a driver that missed last week but will still walk into this week with a cuttable points gap entering tonight. Dylan Conley on the track. Try to get a word with him before everything starts. Right now for Decon, 11th quickest. Well, for Decon, is an improvement from 11th. Survey says at the line for the 95. P5. Spin it to the bottom and just nick it off the inside wall. Kenny Real finished second last night in MMS. Looking to go up one more spot tonight in midnight. Has to win to get in. Right now, first lap, 13th quickest. Can get him in here. Decon, Gary Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
First off, how'd the broadcast go last week?
Oh, went good. Went really good. It was a good football game. Two ranked teams in Division II. It was a fun game, fun atmosphere down in Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
I'm glad you had fun. I got to ask tonight. Last week really didn't put much of a damper on the point scenario, even though you missed it last week by my calculations coming into the night. Plus 36 to the good. Does that give the 95 a little bit more breathing room to think that you can transfer in on points tonight?
I'm not concerned about it. I'm going to be in just fine.
Well, that's that pretty much solves
Is that a good enough answer?
That was an awesome that was an awesome answer. But all right, buddy, well, I'll let you get down there to the grill, let you get rolling. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Absolutely. Shout out everybody watching. Appreciate you broadcasting these races, by the way. You do a heck of a job.
I appreciate it. I do the best I can with the little bit I got to work with. But
Hey, that's all you can ask for. Just do the best you can. So that's all anyone asks for.
yes, sir. Look forward to seeing a great show tonight. Good luck tonight, buddy. And like I said, hopefully talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yes, sir. Have you a good one.
Yes, sir. You too. Make sure I put him back in the right spot. Okay, I did Alphacon. Yep. With that being said, short field tonight, so points even more tighter. But if you're Justin Millicart and Decon, it will probably actually end up helping you. Regardless, Kenny Rail on the pole for tonight. Has to win to get in. Justin Millicart, Corey Wright, Brian Henning, Aaron Rowland rounds out the top five. Skylar Harold, Dylan Conley, Decon, just talking to him, not worried about tonight. Kevin Allen, Frank Chavez, Mark Person, Aaron Stanton, Robbie Adams rounds out the fast 12 for Stanton. Pretty much everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers out of this top 12. A win will lock them in, some in the points hunt, some are not. Donald Markell, Trevor Harmon, 13th, 14th. Mitchell Redone will round out 15th. Them three drivers right now in to the playoffs. Kevin Winker, the odd man out by 1 point over Kevin Allen. It's going to be a hell of a points battle to watch. We'll really know next week who are the drivers that are in, who are out. Juan Cobbs Jr. rounds out the field tonight along with Ken Zamiz. So 18 cars. Let me be sure, because I'm pretty actually I know I'm looking at now. Colton Ward not a part of the field, but Colton already has a win tonight in the Inspired Thunder Series. Dominated Atlanta. He'll walk out the winner tonight. So from Atlanta, Georgia, winning the race to Talladega, Alabama, really not that far of a drive to race control tonight. So, that being said, 18 drivers, one race, 50 laps. This will determine for several drivers, this will determine where do you go from here. Are you going to be fighting for a championship, or are you just going to become to see who become the best of the rest? At the end of the night, 12 drivers, will know their fate. They will know they will be racing for the Super Speedway Championship for the Midnight Racing League. For Justin Millicar, for Decon, it's just walk out of here pretty much with a top 15. You'll be guaranteed a spot in if you ain't already. For Justin Millicar, after running second to Shane Harr last season in the first ever Super Speedway Series, a shot of redemption, but he's got to make it through tonight. Kenny Real, Justin Millicar, Brendan to United Rentals restart zone. A little bit of a lag on the 11's part. Regardless, we're rolling 50 laps to decide it all. Down by straightaway, Kenny Real already jumped to the outside lane. Justin Millicar. Bit of a stack-up effect. No harm, no foul yet. Decon already on the apron. Corey Wright for the lead. Well, Phil worked their way off of the turn 4, banking for the first time. He's 49 to go and get to the line. Still a little bit of blinking off of Kenny Real's part. Will jump to Corey Wright for the time being, who will jump out to the lead almost by a truck length, not quite clear at the line. Give it to Corey Wright. Oh, Wright gets turned. Saves it. Hell of a save. No caution yet. No caution, we keep it straight. But man, bad break already. Robbie Adams and Juan Combs Jr. started this race from the pits. Let's focus back up front. Kenny Real continues to lead over Justin Millicar. And Aaron Stanton. Well, Stanton, another one of them, he knows that he has to win tonight to have a shot at the playoffs. At the line, give it to Stanton barely. Will lead lap 2. Immediately down to the bottom, and Mark Pearson now going to try to make something happen on the outside lane. Outside lane, of course, people know with these cars, you look at MMS and HGR. That on a hot day, on a hot track surface, the outside lane tends to be the best lane to run. Predominantly that middle lane with the run off of 2 and off of 4. Right now, track temp 123 degrees. Right now, Aaron's doing about everything he can. Work the lane control, try to get a push. Kenny Real will lead his first laps of the race tonight, getting pushed by Millicar. Stanton will try to get right back to his quarter panel by the time he entered turn 1. Not able to get there, so I expect Kenny to jump up because he'll know the run that ought to be coming with it, and Millicar don't do it first. There it is as they now fan out 3 wide down the back straightaway. Do our best to update points as they run. Ultimately, it's going to be a hard thing to really do. But play it by ear at the moment. Right now, Real and Millicar are both just trying to do whatever they can just to try to work with it. Right now, Winker's still trying to work that third lane. Try to make something happen with it. Not enough cars really do anything with that third lane at the moment. Can't give him an A for effort. It's going to need about 4 or 5 more cars to really make something happen. Kenny Real shoves Aaron all the way up the track. Almost contact. 4 wide. And right now, almost 4 wide then. Decon and Winker making big contact. Excuse me, folks. I apologize. Still trying to recover from the flu. I apologize. There's a lot of coughing throughout this broadcast. Right now, Stanton will maintain control. Oh, Kenny Real way up the track. Massive save. Massive save by Kenny Real, but now it's starting going backwards. Justin Millicar out front now. Brian Hennings to his inside. Hennings wants to lead. Aaron Rowland trying to make something happen as well. Mitchell Rendon right now safely in the playoffs, only by no less than 20. Right now, the drivers that run on the points, that's in the top 10. Really the big battle, really where you got to look at things. The way I see it, if we focus around that 12th and final cut line, if we just focus on it, we're going to ignore the drivers who are up front. We'll worry about them if there's a big wreck as they go 3 wide again for the lead. But if you want to focus on Kevin Allen, Kevin Winker, and Juan Cobbs Jr., the plan is simple. 1 point's the difference for Allen and Winker both finish ahead of the other. Right now, Kevin Winker right outside the top 10 in 12th, and Allen right behind him in 13th. But, of course, you can't really ignore everybody else. I mean, the ones right now who are probably safe would be from Justin Millicar down to Tyler Markell, which ain't a lot for Tyler's sake, but still. Oh, big wreck! Well, they'll change everything. Mark Pearson, Kevin Allen involved in this. Just talked about him. Man. Doesn't look like a lot of damage to the front of that truck. However, having a hard time getting it going. If he has to tow here, this will not be great. Still trying to get it going. We're going to see if he can get it back going. Not sure what kind of damage is to that truck. We'll see if we can get some cameras running left front. But finally gets it going. Nothing looked too out of a miss. Damage to the front square right in the bumper, but back up and look at it here. What has happened to put us under caution? Okay, well now we gotta sit through all this here. Alright, now we get somewhere. So that's actually going to happen up there towards the front. Well, Mark Pearson, we know that he went around. So what happens here? We see Marty's pushing Stanton. Millicar drops to the bottom. And Roland comes up, makes contact with 27. Mitchell Rendon gets a piece of this. Up and into the wall. The Dega Pros Talladega Pro PGR Ford F-150. Significant contact to the front. Lost the bumper cover. I don't think it's going to be fast repair worthy. Right aboard Kevin Allen through this. Going way too far back, Garrett. He's on the brake here. Lift it, roll it down, roll it down. Gonna try to get stop. Ah, pow! Massive shot. Kevin Allen already in the pits. Right now, Kevin Winker is your leader. About the best thing Kevin wanted to see. Okay, now that I got that, I could work with that. Try to. So, take a picture of this here. So bear with me here a second, folks. I'm going to try to do something. So, while I work on that here, probably for the next caution I'll come out, we'll reset the top 10. Brian Hennings, Aaron Stanton. Your top 2, Skylar Harrell, Kenny Real, Decon. We'll round out the top 5. Mitchell Redon, Frank Chavez, Corey Wright, Robbie Allen, Kevin Allen. Robbie Adams and Kevin Allen will round out the top 10. Aaron Rowland, Trevor Harmon, Teller, Markel, Justin Millicar, Mike Pearson, and Kevin Winker. Round out top 15, and then Walton Collins Jr. runs out 17th. Damn. Well, Pace Truck is in this time. Brian Hennings in the restart zone. They're fired. Big shot. to the back of Hennings, but Stanton and Real hooked up. Just about as pretty as you could ask for. Field works their way down the back straightaway. Stanton already getting a push out to the lead early. Stanton drops down. Right now, Kenny Real still fighting that loose race car. Massively fighting it even. Right now, he's getting pushed by the 38 of Mitchell down the back straightaway. Stanton, Hennings separated out. Single filed out, I should say. Along with Skylar Harrell now. Kenny Real's going to fight right back. Hennings sees that he's going to jump up. Challenge for the lead off. Try to get away from Aaron Stanton, of course. Both drivers needing a win tonight to get in. Oh, they're wrecking big again. Juan Cobbs Jr. involved in this. Points again. Kevin Allen, maybe he got a piece of this. Doesn't look like it. Ain't showing no signs of it. Well, let's see what happened to Frank Chavez. Going through trouble, no harm, no foul so far. Ah, Harmon and oh, Millicar got a piece of this. Decent shot. We'll run it one more time. Yeah, looks like Harmon got into the back of him. Sent it right up front of Millicar's path. And from there, I don't think there's a lot of damage to that truck. Obviously, there's some, but don't think there's going to be a lot. Damn. Hate being sick. But right now we're going to wait to re-rack the field. Because some drivers like to pit in and out. Justin Millicar's already in. Back rolling out now. When Kenny brings them in, Dylan Conley actually stays out under this caution. Kenny Real not rolling. Sure what the deal is, but nonetheless, Robbie Adams will win the race off of pit road. Aaron Stanton, Corey Wright Skylar Harrell, Taylor Markel, the top 5. Give me 1 second, folks. Doing some number crunching. Oh, not here tonight. Timothy Cook ain't here, so that'll change the game. Well, folks, right now, of course, tallying it up as we stand. Timothy Cook not here tonight. Kind of changing things, and that kind of flew under my radar. Really. So as it stands right now, points for Water right now, with Decon leading Justin Millicart in by 2 points. Of course, I'm going to reiterate this. My calculations could be different from what the admins will determine after the race. So, of course, when I give you a points update, I'm going to reiterate. Or actually, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing still. But, again, it just goes to show that, you know, mine might not be completely accurate. So, points as they run right now, Winker in. Of course, with Timothy Cook in. Timothy Cook out of the race, not here tonight. Kind of opens up the ballpark for more possibilities as Decon leads down the back straightaway into turn 3. Again, every caution. every caution that we get, try to keep the rules updated. As right now, Brian Hennings leads. The top two drivers right now have not got a win that need a win. Decon, he's locked in on points. It really won't affect him whether he wins or not. It'll definitely lock him in, but it won't affect the other drivers trying to get in. Well, Hennings leads off of turn 4. We'll jump right back to the outside lane to cover Corey Wright. Well, tried to cover him, didn't really work. Corey Wright back to the lead. Wright's led only 1 lap. Brian Hennings led 7, the most out of any driver tonight. Down the back straightaway. Real will fight right back to the outside lane. With 30 to go. It's been pretty much a calm, cool, tamed race for the most part. Stanton and Pearson trying to make something happen on the outside lane. They're rolling, going to try to make something 4 wide for the split moment. Now they are 4 wide, back to 3. Stanton ain't, tonight's the night Aaron Stanton ain't going to ride around. That's, well, a lot of guys tonight. Of course, Kenny Real finished second last night at MMS. Mentioned it, he said to mention it last night. He's going to be bringing his A game. No surrender. Right now, the 11 of Kenny showing, really living true to his word right now. 28 to go when they get back to the start-finish line. Top 5 as they run. Kenny Real, Corey Wright, Mitchell Redun, Dylan Conley, and Robbie Adams. Oh, Mitchell around! That's the big one. Championship contenders. Decon's involved in this. Stanton against the wall. Martin Pearson involved in the 3rd wreck of the night for him. It's a little bit more damage. Kevin Allen as well. Millicardi saw him go through the grass. Man. God almighty. We saw a 38 get turned. That's about, I saw right from the start. Go back and look at it real fast so we can try to update some numbers here. Down coming off to the tri-oval. Odd. Hold on a minute. Oh, Stanton. Big hit. Decom going to be missing some big hits. Massive hits, really. Rewind it one more time. So Adams is going to come down. Bam into Trevor and netcode hook. Decon right into Mitchell. Aaron Stanton, another one's going to fall right at his lap. Bam. Well, Decon misses one front quarter panel. Pearson phasing through. Mitchell, all that good stuff. You be the judge. Take up an onboard ride. First with Decon. From Aaron Stanton's on board. Well, this right here, this will be a gut punch. Nothing he could do, really. Last onboard we'll have for the driver that's had the most eventful night out of anybody. Mark Pearson. Try to get off though, just not enough. From there on around. Right now, Tyler Markle's the leader. Right now, Kenny Reel will be second, Wright third, Hennings fourth, and Harmon will round out the top 5. Kenny Reel, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, been a hell of a night for the number 11 when you talked about last night after MMS, no holds barred. Pretty much showing at night, got a fast hot rod underneath the hood. Is it enough to get it done?
Oh yeah, it's for sure enough to get it done as long as we keep the truck clean, which we've done a little bit of that so far. We had a pretty good save early on in the race, so hopefully we can just keep it clean to the end. It's not that big of a field, so hopefully we can run the rest of this race out.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you from here on out. Hopefully talk to you at the end of this thing in victory lane.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So that being said, drivers in this time. So I'm going to try to provide one more points up, or another points update here. So let's see, where is everybody? Bear with me a second. So with Kenny Reel in the lead right now as it stands, under this caution. The points world water right now. Kevin Winker would be in by 2 points over Kevin Allen. Still a long way to go. Halfway down, halfway to go. We're rolling again. But after this caution period, Allen in by 2. The 0-2 Tyler Markell. Black flag. Man. Points implication keeps on getting bigger. All right, never mind. Cleared it. So, false alarm. We're keeping it green. No black flags at the moment. Kenny Rio and Hennings will work on the bottom lane, of course. Right now, Kenny's led 9 laps so far. Man on a mission tonight. Here comes Skylar Harrell on the outside with Corey Wright and Justin Milligar. .23 to go. Milligar left out to dry. The field rockets down the back straightaway. Right now, Corey Wright's going to take it 3 wide. Going to leave Skylar out to dry. Going Bray Harmon with him. Winker down to the bottom with Decon. Decon thought about going up, thought better about it. Maybe I'll stay up here for a minute. Brian Hennings out front. For the moment, here comes Real back to the bottom. Aaron Stanton still in this. Stanton did end up having to use a fast repair, so right now to 27 on dangerous ice right now, thin ice. The better word for it. 4 wide down the back straightaway. Back to 3 for the moment. That boy's making my damn blood pressure go up, making me get loud, starting to cough a little bit more. It's all right. Great racing as ever. And right now, top 4 drivers are all drivers wanting to win to get in. Stan almost gets turned by hitting. Going to put Stan 3 wide. It's going to put him in a bad spot, but he's got Corey Wright right up to the back bumper of him. Oh, Wright's going to get turned. He saves it. No, he doesn't. Hard into the wall. No caution yet, but night done for Corey Wright. Keep it green. Caution's out. Man. Well, he'll get back to the pits. This caution will help him use his fast repair, get back out there. What happened? Set it up coming into turn 1 here. Stan's backing up to him. Oh, looks like Skylar got him. Yep, from there, bam! Hard into the wall. That's all she wrote. Well, Trevor Harmon leads at the moment. We're going to wait and see how this pit stop works out before we start redoing points all over again. Well, the field will come back down onto pit road. Trevor Harmon brings them down. Race off of pit road. Kenny Real will easily take it, barely over Henning. I don't know about easy. So right now, Corey Wright still in the pits, unsure what the situation is. Corey Wright, just official, out of the race. So Corey Wright would turn his attention next week to the playoffs when they start his 2 wins of the season. I think right now this will save a lot of drivers. See, Mitchell already done. Kevin Winker probably all got damaged. Juan Cobbs Jr. still in the pits trying to repair most of it. Drivers still heavily saving on the apron for the top 3 drivers. They're on the outside looking in, needing a win to get in. Well, Kenny Real, Brian Henning, Stanton, Millicar, Pearson, a lot of drivers coming in to top off with fuel. And Trevor Harmon will stay out. Okay, let's see. Alright. 247. So, points were awarded right now as they're coming to the restart. But as it stands right now, by, of course, my calculations, Kevin Allen still in, or is back in it over Kevin Winker, only by about 6 or 7 points. But nonetheless, we're rolling. That's with Trevor Harmon leading this race. Of course, there's a new winner tonight. It'll flop it all on its head. We'll do our calculations also at the end of the race. Right now, how about Aaron Rowland going to try it 3 wide? Nobody goes with him. Robbie Adams on the outside lane. Knows he has to win to get in. Mitchell Reardon just wants to finish this race. Deacon don't really need to win, but he would love to take a win into the playoffs. Be something putting that Lizard in victory lane, but right now, Harmon leads, 16 to go. Right now, dominant car tonight. Kenny Reels led 12 laps so far. Meyer back in fourth as they work their way down the back straightaway yet again. See how that outside lane gets a great run. Mitchell pushing the back of Robbie Adams, not quite able to get clear yet. Or is he? Yes! Down to the bottom. Robbie Adams out front. He cut it close, son. I did not think he was clear enough to make that move. But he was. That Juan Carlos Jr. ain't heard nothing about Juan Carlos Jr. all night, sitting outside, just inside the top 10. At the line, Adams leads. Here comes Harmon back on the outside. Right on board with Robbie Adams, as a matter of fact. For the first time tonight, Mitchell Reardon leads. At Talladega, Juan Carlos Jr. taking it up the middle. Going to leave rolling out to dry for the second. God, man, that was loud. Harmon will continue to lead middle lane, needing quite a bit more push. But Juan knows that he has to win to get in tonight. Realistically, he had a shot with it being out by like 17, almost 20 points out, but ultimately knows that he needs a win to get in. What better way to do it? Be 13 to go when they get to the line. They spent the intensity is slowly picking up. When it hits 10 to go, we're going to be high. When it hits 5 to go, intensity is going to be off the chart. White flag is off the Richter scale. $13 to go. Mitchell with a great run through the tri-oval. Here comes Harmon back to the bottom. Almost lean on each other at the line, giving to Mitchell. Cut the tension with a knife already. Intensity might be picking up a little bit earlier than what I anticipated. Nonetheless, going to put on a great show. Oh, Adams around. He saves it. Barely. Saves it. We stay green. But a great run tonight, probably done for Robbie Adams. Meanwhile, single files out that bottom lane. Just about. Well, it really does single file all of them out. All over. Everybody's all over the place. 12 to go. Well, we're going to look at the outside lane. We want somebody to go with him. Say, hey, let's get this outside lane back going. We need it to go. Start making moves. But right now, the odd man out. Hell of a win for the 38 course right now. coming into the race in on points. Won a lot of points, much like a lot of these drivers. Well, here comes Harmon back to the outside this time. Going very Rowland and Adams with him. Might have been premature to say Robbie Adams' night was done yet. Got sucked right back up to his lead pack, charging up the outside again. Contact between Harmon and Skyler. No harm, no foul. Well, folks, 10 laps. 10 laps for a driver on the outside looking in to make something happen, because this is where now it's time to go to the front. Right now, you know, Juan's hanging out back there, right behind Mitchell, down the back straightaway. That number 3 itching to jump out and take the lead. Nine to go when they get to the line. Calm before the storm. This is the point of the race now where people starting to playing with each other. How are we going to pull this off? Right now, as it stands, 9 to go. Perfect gathering for the recipe for disaster nearby. Right now, Kevin Winker-Meyer back in 16th. Basing this off of points yet again. Of course, I ain't got... Oh, Harmon's around! There it is. Pearson gets through it. Tyler Markell with damage. Robbie Adams. Robbie Adams is involved in this. Aaron Rowland gets a piece of it. Kenny Real. See a lot of damage to that number 11. Might be safe here. Let's look back and see what happened. Excuse me. It's going to start with Trevor Harmon if I can ever find his name. There it is. Oh, Adams just hooks him. It's all center with it from there. It's on. Really fortunate it wasn't more fortunate it wasn't as big. Tyler Markle got hit in the back. We'll run on board with him. Kevin Winker got him. Check it up, check it up, check it up, check it up. Just slight contact. Next on board from Kenny Real before we head back live here. Kenny Ashley. Hell of a save, locked it up. I lied, we'll go on board one more time. Go with Robbie Adams. Just to get a good look, see what we can see here. Set ahead and run. Look to the middle. Just misjudged, make contact, and around it goes. Kevin Winker will be your leader. Several drivers are in the pits now. Well, 7 to go. 3 drivers right now in the top 3. 2 are right now in on points. When they came into this race, 1 only out by 1 point. And right now, that driver, Kevin Winker, is the leader. We'll wait and see who comes in before we start redoing the points all over again. Again, to reiterate, what I come up with might not be, most of the time is dead on, but a lot of time it's best for official admin review, league owner and the admin members beforehand. But I'm just giving everybody kind of trying to give everybody a clear picture of what to expect. Not sure what that was over. So points as it stands as of right now. 6. Kevin Allen still in. Over 10 points over Juan Carlos Jr. as we stand. From what I'm calculating based off what I know. But right now with Kevin Winker leading, Allen would still be in. All right, we're rolling 5 laps to settle it. Mitchell's going to get a great run on the outside. Robbie Adams, Corey Wright, both black flags. Well, Adams is clear. Had to do a drive-through penalty. Unsure about Corey at the moment. We'll focus back in on the lead. Justin Miller car on the outside trying to make something happen with Pearson, Hennings, and Real. DC Skyler, Mitchell standing all stuck in the middle. Kenny Real says, I'll help you, boys, with Trevor Harmon. Never mind, I won't. Oh, contact with Skyler. Pearson into the wall for the 4th time. Massive wreck. Skyler upside down. Aaron Stanton, massive damage. Martin Pearson in the wall again. Robbie Adams gets through. for Aaron Stanton. With that damage, never rule him out. But the championship hopes for making the playoffs for the 27 may have just been dashed. One fast repair, done and gone. Let's look back and see what happened. Oh my God. Comes up, hits Pearson, and from there, it's on. Bam. And on his side. Pretty much right on board with him through this. What a wild ride for Skylar Harrell. From Aaron Stanton. That right there sounds like, I don't know how bad the wheel's off, but I'm pretty certain that there's too much damage on that car to still be competitive. Mark Pearson gives us a great look at this wreck. Third wreck of the night for Pearson. Well, hate to say it for Aaron. Right now, to it all over again. As luck would have it, Justin Millicar out front. Gonna run through the points one more time, hopefully. At least the second to last time. But this ought to set up overtime, which, let me verify this before I say it will be. Nope, so right now it is still a normal yellow, it's still a normal yellow flag. Pretty sure they give them a one-lap shootout. I don't see it happen. There it is. Yep, 1 and 10 now, green, white, checkered. That being said, doesn't matter if a caution comes out, doesn't matter if you see the pace car. They're racing it out. Folks, next time we calculate these points, it'll be after the race. I'll reiterate it yet again. It's not, I'm giving what is projected to be the official results. It ain't never official until the admins come out with it. But as of right now, as they enter turn 4 banking, by my calculations, Justin Millicar wins this race 6. And Kevin Allen is still in. Well, the way I view it, then, Juan Cobbs Jr. needs everything to go right. He needs the field to fly apart, and he gets through. Going to the green here. Green, white, checkered. And 12 points is the difference between Allen and Cobbs. Mitchell gonna look to the outside. Millicar is going to get pushed by Winker, but the best you can ask for. Kenny Real needs to win this race. He is side by side for third. But they make it through. It don't matter where it don't matter if they are record or not. It's ending on the green regardless. Well, Justin Millicar will bring the field to the white flag. 2.66 miles to determine the 12 drivers going to the playoffs. Decon gets spun behind them. Doesn't matter, still staying green. Justin Millicar has not won a race all season in the Super Speedway Series. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Rio in the middle. It's going to jump right up in front of Frank Chavez. Going to try to build a run. He's going to have to save it for turn 4. Into turn 3 for the final time. Millicar, Winker. But right now, as it stands, Kenny Rail's going to look to the outside, to the inside, side by side through the tri-oval. Anything left? Welcome to victory lane. Justin Millicar takes it at Talladega. As some would say, finally. Millicar first, Winker second, Real third. Kenny Real, along with several others, eliminated from the playoffs. Mitchell Reardon and Kevin Allen, 4th and 5th. That should be enough. Well, folks, we're already going to be running it through Justin Millicar. Right now, your winner. There will probably not be a victory that'll taste more sweeter right now. Gonna be a mouthful to take that one out. Nah. Justin Millicar burns it down. Well earned. Calculating the points as they stand. Well, Justin gonna go all the way around this place with it. For Juan Cobbs Jr., the way it is looking, will be eliminated from playoff contention. Justin Millicar busts the motor in it. So when Millicar makes 6 different winners, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Kevin Winker, by our calculations, or Kevin Allen, by our calculations, will be in. We'll hold off on that in a minute. Justin Millicar, Garrett Jennings up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Long time coming. You sound calm, cool, collected. That burnout said, what a taxing season it's been for the 84. Take me through the final restart.
Yeah, it was. I didn't really have anything planned. Honestly, I had no teammates, so Mark was kind of destroyed. Um, but other than that, it was just a typical restart. Winker stayed behind me, and then I was kind of worried about Kenny, but other than that, we were good to go.
But I said at the top of the show, probably one of 2 men that could kind of breathe coming into this race would be you. The other one, of course, being Dylan Conley. And tonight you showed that it wasn't easy, involved in the first wreck of the night. But go the show ain't never over till it's over. I got to ask, from your perspective, pretty much how hard was it to really gain track position? We saw you back there in the back the majority of the night, probably just trying to ride, take it easy. It wasn't easy getting up there to the front, was it, with these trucks?
Yeah, I mean, once I used my fast repair pretty early on, I just kind of accepted the fact that I knew I needed to get a solid finish, especially for the regular season championship thing, which I'm pretty sure I should have won now. But
pretty sure.
yeah, so I decided pretty early on I was just gonna ride for a little bit, and then once I got near the end, it was pretty easy to go through the field, only because I had Mark and Kenny kind of pushing around and stuff. So I was able to work with a bunch of people to get up front, and then that's when Mark got taken out there at the end. So without Mark, I really would not have been up there because we made that third lane work. So yeah.
Well, buddy, hell of a night for you. I got to ask, how will this put you? How does this reset the mindset for the 84 going into next week with the playoffs starting?
I mean, it's definitely nice because I think I should be points leader once it all settles out, or if not up there. So it's gonna be nice, I think, to have a really good shot at the playoffs. I didn't get a win until this race, so that'll help out with the points as well. But we win when it matters. That's it.
All right, buddy. Last question before I let you head out. Is there anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, shout out to you for broadcasting, of course. Colton stepping up for race control as always, and all the drivers that race every week, people that watch, all that stuff. Shout out to Eternal and my boys over at Team PGR.
All right, buddy. Justin Millicar, when it matters the most in the most dramatic way possible, will walk out of Talladega a week before the playoffs start. The winner tonight. Hell of a job, buddy. Appreciate your time, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, for a guy that came into the night out by 1 point by, of course, the Raging Idiot Racing Network calculations, and of course everybody knows it ain't officials till the admin says it is, but by our count, Kevin Winker will be a part of the playoffs. 16 points to the good. Kevin, do you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, it was a hell of a night for the 42. Bit of some pit strategy play went a long way, didn't it?
Yeah, it started early. Underneath, I think it was that first yellow. I kind of pulled the fast one and kind of drove through the pits, and got the lead. And since the start finish line was after the after the pits, I beat everybody off, led that lap, and then came in and topped off and started the back. So I got my 5 points, and I knew that right there would help me a lot with the 5 extra points. And then I was just kind of just minding my own business in the back. They just kept wrecking. Like I don't know what it is about this Saturday week, man, but they just keep wrecking. Yeah, I said it last week. I just kind of bide my time, and yeah, once again, I mean, it was gonna be a fuel mileage race there after we had that caution with like 18 to go or something, and I was saving hardcore during that run, and I was about a half lap short. I was kind of hoping we were going to stay green to see who could make it, who had to pit, but then they all wrecked, obviously, again, and threw that out the window. But instead of pitting like everybody else, I took a gamble, had just enough to make it there, and had enough for green light checker, and jumped all the track positions, started in the lead. Lost a couple spots there, but then restarted third, and just kind of knew if I stayed behind Justin there, I would have a decent shot at getting a decent finish. I didn't need to win tonight. I just needed a decent finish, which is what I got, and I beat, I think it was a 76. I beat him for sure, and I don't know who else I was battling. But, yeah, I mean, 2 weeks in a row, runner-up, I hate that I can't win yet, but being part of the playoffs, means a lot to me, especially with all the super speedway talent in this league, and there's a lot of fast guys that know how to do all that stuff. So super proud of that. Maybe we can get a win in the playoffs. Otherwise, we'll see if we can go and just get consistency and see if that can bring home the championship.
Well, buddy, you mentioned Atlanta. Really, how hard is it to really be consistent in these types of races, especially whenever so much is at stake like there was tonight? Like, really, how mentally taxing is it to try to stay consistent, try to keep your head in the game and all that for a grueling regular season just to hope to have a shot at the playoffs?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. It's obviously some luck here. There's a couple near misses I had tonight, but there's some luck goes into it. But then you also got to think, out of the box like I did with getting that lap led. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have led a lap. So stuff like that, the fuel mileage and just kind of picking and choosing when to make your moves and stuff. It's definitely more mentally challenged than physically this plate racing. Also, you gotta have friends that will go with you and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of more up my alley is the strategy type aspect of the plate races. I love being up front and stuff, but these guys are just way too aggressive for it's fun, but it just for my position tonight and the last week, I was like, I don't want to risk getting wrecked out early. I'm trying to make the playoffs. I mean, I get those guys are probably locked in or whatever, but yeah, I think next week is just going to be another wild one to set the playoffs, especially with everybody kind of starting on a clean slate and 12 guys going at it. I think it's going to be another wild one. So hopefully we can get our podium next week and kick out the playoffs on a good start.
Well, buddy, last question before I let you head out tonight. Is there anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, as always, I want to give a shout out to Bruce Muehlberger Custom Homes, coming more and sponsor me in all my leagues. So shout out to you, Bruce. Shout out to the league admins that put this on. They run this and a couple other the series. So props to all them. And last but not least, props to you for putting on the broadcast, man. We appreciate it.
Ain't no problem. Well, walking out tonight, of course, I'm going to reiterate this. For everybody to know. Not official, but by our calculations, Kevin Allen or Kevin Winker will be a part of the playoffs for this season. Again, not official, but I'll congratulate you anyway. Hell of a job, buddy.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, I got to readjust some things here. Yeah, if I pull for So, that being said, bringing in a driver next. Probably disappointed, but drove the hell out of his race car and then some. Kenny Real, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth, buddy. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, what more did you need there at the end? Really, of course, the results will show tonight that the 11 does not get into the playoffs. Of course, unofficial yet, but as of right now, that's how it stands. What more did you need at the end to try to get a shot at it?
When I cleared up off 4 coming to the white, whoever was behind me went third in the trial, which it didn't make sense to me, but I get what he was trying to do. No one went with them. Frank came behind me, gave me a push, and then we get to the backstretch, and he goes top of 3, and as soon as I see him hop up, at that point, I'm just either I'm gonna get wrecked or I'm gonna get wrecked throwing a block, or I'm gonna make a block and I'm gonna make him push me, and that's what I did. And then out of 4, I thought we were gonna be good. If he stayed behind me, I would have won the race, but he jumps up and I kind of let him know I was a little frustrated out of 4 with it, and Mitchell came behind me, pushed me, just didn't have enough of a run after he went up, and yeah, we finished with P3, but I don't think there's really any more I could have done. I made the right moves, just didn't have the right people with the right mindset behind me.
Well, as you look back on this season as a whole, what I'm trying to say is, if I ever get my words right, how will you look back on this season as a whole? Championship opportunities gone, but how will you grade this season 40-11?
It was good. I can't complain. I think if I run the full season, I'm in the playoffs just off points. I only ran, I think, like just a couple races. I don't even think half the season. So I think if I ran the full season, we're in the playoffs, possibly with a win. Who knows? But yeah, I think we'd be in on points for sure.
Well, buddy, last question I got for you tonight before I let you head out of here. Is there anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours, buddy.
Yeah, just shout out to obviously my team over at the Jack Shack. Shout out to Justin and all the guys that put in the work over here. They do quite a bit over here. Shout out to you for putting on the broadcast. I heard on the broadcast you're sick, so I hope you get to feeling better.
Yeah, I'm getting there. But for Kenny Real tonight, a 3rd place finish, but 2 spots short of the playoffs. Hell of a season, hell of a year so far for you, buddy. Look forward to seeing how you can come back from this next season.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So, that being said, probably for the 100th damn time I'm going to say this. Unofficial until Midnight Racing League officials officially post it. But as I get my things right over here. As it stands, just by how I look at it with what I got, obviously Mark Parsons, Corey Wright, Trevor Asronoff, Bryce Hinton, Lyndon Velicky. They have known for a while now that they were going to be fighting for the playoffs. Justin Millicar now knows that the 84 will be a part of the playoffs. Following them, Dylan Conley, Tyler Markell, Mitchell Rendorn, Trevor Harmon, Kevin Winker, and Kevin Allen. By my calculations alone, them are the 12 drivers that'll be going to the playoffs. Timothy Cook, not here tonight. Don't know how he's going to play with the drop races that you're allowed. So again, all unofficial, but for the 12 drivers I just named off, by what I can calculate, they will be the 12 drivers going for the Super Speedway Series Championship by the Midnight Racing League. And folks, been a hell of a regular season, been a hell of a season in general. But for them 12 drivers, when you look back at the broadcast, I'm going to say this right here. It has only just begun. The 12 drivers have been selected. They're the 12 best that this league has to offer. The road to the championship only gets harder from here. Don't miss next Saturday for the first round of the playoffs for the Midnight Racing League Super Speedway Series. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. Of course, 1:45 now in the afternoon, so I guess I should say later tonight. Probably about, either way, tonight MMS will be live. That should go on anywhere from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, MMS always closes out the weekend as the new week starts. Appreciate everybody for watching tonight. I'll see each and every one of you for MMS. Until then, everybody take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.